Hello, welcome to Yorkshire Regions. My name's Matt, and today we're doing a little bit of an experiment. Basically, what happens if we take one of the most attacking teams, Manchester City, and make them play the most attacking formation in the world? And here it is, here's the formation. This is a custom formation that I've created. Basically, as you can see, we have 3 strikers, an attacking mid, 2 attacking wingers, with just 3 defenders, and a ball-winning midfielder in front of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick the team. We're going to simulate 6 months into the future, see how they've got on. Basically what I'm expecting is Manchester City to score plenty of goals. Now don't get me wrong, they are probably going to concede quite a lot of goals as well with this formation. But it's just a little experiment to basically see if this formation will work on Football Manager, how the team gets on, and it should be pretty interesting. So let's get picking the team. We'll just mention before we start, obviously Man City don't tend to play with 3 strikers, they normally have one, which is Haaland at the moment. So we have had to actually sign a player just so that they've got enough to do this formation. But we'll get into that in a moment. We'll start at the goalkeeping position, which is going to be Edison. I've got that on a sweeper keeper set to support. Then in front of him we need a centre-back, which is going to be Ruben Diaz, and some wide centre-backs, which they are going to be Akanji and John Stones. Now obviously, as I'm going to be simulating this season, I won't be picking this team for every game. You know, the assistant manager may choose to play Walker in one of them positions. But the reason I've got them on wide centre-backs is obviously to cover for a lack of full-backs, lack of wing-backs we've got. I've got them set on wide centre-backs, so hopefully they'll cover this space here, and the ball-winning midfielder can drop back to help out in defence. So obviously the ball-winning midfielder is going to be Rodri. They have got Calvin Phillips there to obviously cover for him. Attacking midfield, obviously going to be Kevin De Bruyne, probably the best player in that position in the world, has been for a long time. And then in terms of wingers, we're going to have Bernardo Silva out on this wing. Got them set to attack, so the attacking mid's on support, so he can drop back, almost playing this central position here, pass it out to the wingers or to the forwards. And on the other side, we're going to have Jack Grealish. Now obviously Phil Foden is in the team, he's going to be available to play in any of these positions, should they need to. Anyway, target forward is going to be Erling Haaland. The reason we've gone for a target forward is obviously to have the furthest man up the pitch. He's always going to be in and around the box, so he should bag plenty of goals. And then, as the pressing forward, we're going to have Julian Alvarez. I mean, this season he has been playing more as a midfield role. I think he is probably a striker. And then that brings us to the player we've had to sign to fill these gaps, which I have chosen Dominic Calvert-Lewin. My first choice was Ollie Watkins. He'd only just signed a new contract, so he wasn't interested in coming to City. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is going to play as a deep line forward on support. The reason he's on support is obviously because it's such an attacking forward lineup. We do need a player that can drop back as well, help De Bruyne out, ping some balls in, and I think he's the best man for that job. And then obviously on the bench, Man City aren't short of quality, so you've got Jeremy Doku, who can play a striker. He can help out along the wings if needed. Oscar Bobb's going to be there, Phil Foden obviously, and then you've also got Mateus Nunes, who's a new signing. And in the defensive mid, you've got Phillips and Kovacic. And then, like as mentioned before, in the centre-back spots, you've got Graviol, Kyle Walker can also play there if needed. And then also they've got plenty of goalkeepers. So yeah, I'm going to sim forward 6 months now. And then in terms of a tactical style, I've gone obviously for an attacking mentality. The only mentality you can have when you play this formation. In possession, we're going to be looking at play it out wide. We've got 2 wingers on attack out there that need to get the ball. Same again, we're going to try hit early crosses in. There's 3 strikers in the box. So yeah, we want to be pinging them balls in. And then in transition, I've just got everything you'd expect. Get the ball up as quick as we can, direct as possible, and then out of position, standard defensive line, high press from the attack. And I've got a feeling they're going to score plenty of goals. May concede a few as well. Basically, can Man City do the treble again? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sim forward 6 months, and we'll see how they're getting on. So we are now on the 30th of December, and as you can see, we have been sacked, which obviously means the formation doesn't work. And this particular experiment hasn't gone very well, but let's have a look as to the reason why, where things have gone wrong, and roughly when we got sacked. Before we find that out, let's just see where Man City are in the table. So they're currently in 9th, depending up to when I got sacked. Let's have a look at the results. So as you can see, it was, as we thought, shipping too many goals. Surprisingly not scoring enough. I mean, it were fun to watch from a neutral's point of view, but yeah, some pretty bad results here. I mean, they lost 4-5 to Leeds in the Cup, 5-3 to Marseille in the Champions League, beat Galatasaray 5-3 in the Champions League, they beat Luton 4-3, so yeah, they were just shipping way too many goals. and I've got a feeling this might be when we were sacked. 25th of November, 9-2 against Liverpool at home. Probably the darkest day in Manchester City's history, I'd have thought. That is not good. So yeah, let's just have a quick look and see when we was sacked. Okay, so there we go. Decision to terminate contracts, which was on the 8th of December, so we're only 2 weeks ago, and they give us till nearly Christmas. Don't know what position would have been in then, but let's have a quick look at the results. So if that were the 8th of December, yeah. Our final game in charge was a 6-2 loss against Brighton. And I'm not sure where that would have left us in the league. But as you can see, they've not lost a game since. So yeah, we're definitely the formation. 6-2 at home against Brighton. Let's have a look at the team. So there was playing my front three. Haaland got 2 goals. But yeah, just shipping way too many goals. Obviously been exploited in these positions. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add myself as a manager. Play a game as the Man City boss, and then we'll be able to see why the formation didn't work. So I can see a bit of a problem here in that Manchester City, other than Phil Foden, don't really have a backup striker. So Doku is injured, which wouldn't help them at all. De Bruyne is injured. But I've made myself manager. We are going to play a game against Luton. I've had to put Phil Foden in just because of the De Bruyne injury. But yeah, let's see how we get on. So here we go then. We're playing our first match against Luton using the super attacking formation. Let's see if we can find why it doesn't work. I mean, looking, at the little graph here, you can probably have a guess why it hasn't worked. There's a lot of space there for us to be exploited by wingers, full-back starting forward. But on the other hand, we've got a lot of goal-scoring threat up there. What I thought was we'd probably outscore more teams than we'd concede. Obviously hasn't been the case. We've been conceding a lot more than they've been scoring. But, let's have a look. I mean, 33 minutes in, we've had 7 shots, only 1 on target. But we haven't really faced many chances. I mean, playing Luton, who I think are bottom of the league, probably not the best game to do this with. I mean, we've not had many highlights there either to see the formation in play. See, Silva's not playing well out on the wing. I mean, he's probably not a winger, to be fair to him. He's more of a midfielder. Although he's just scored there. Yep, so Rodrigo plays it into Haaland, who's come back a bit. Out to Bernardo Silva, who brings it across the goalkeeper. Nice goal. Jack Grealish doesn't seem to be getting involved in the game at all either. Which a big part of this formation is to look to exploit the wings. Although Luton have a chance now. And yeah, we just have nobody back at all watching these animations. Yeah, not getting enough players back. I think we can agree that that's the issue there. So I'm just going to make some changes, as I would have done if I was managing this team with this formation. So Haaland's tired, but there you go, that's the issue. You don't have anyone to bring on. We've got Núñez, who can play attacking mid. We've got Sergio Gomez is the only other winger that we can bring on. We'll bring on Calvin Phillips. Ruben Diaz isn't having a great game, so Graviol can come on for him. And yeah, 25 minutes left. I mean, if we win this game, there's an argument to be said that, if you're hands-on managing this team with this formation, maybe you can make it work a bit more. Although we have just conceded, but I think it's offside. So, maybe I have to revisit it and play every game as the manager rather than simulating. And maybe then, we can actually make this formation work. I bet it makes for some entertaining matches. But losing 9-2 at home against Liverpool, that is going to be a nail in the coffin. Dominic Calvert-Lewin just put the ball in the back of net there. Which is been given us a goal, yeah. I didn't know if that was offside then. But yeah, 2-0 up against Luton. I can see why this formation won't work. When Luton have come forward, they have looked like they've got a good chance of scoring. You know, there's not really anyone at the back there to defend. But on the other hand, you know, going forward, more than capable of scoring plenty of goals. Got another chance here. I mean, the players are tired. I think if you were going to do this formation, you'd have to have a lot more squad depth in terms of strikers, wingers, the attacking players. So I think really you'd have to sort of build a team to play this formation. I mean, just having the three recognised strikers with playing three up top doesn't work. But we've just won a game with that formation, so, you know, maybe it can work in the right hands. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a follow. Comment, let me know if you want to try this formation. I'd be interested to see how other people get on. If you'd be interested in me playing as a team using this formation and you want to watch that, let me know in the comments. But yeah, thank you very much for watching.